Double dose of each other, GA. How do you see these games playing out?
Well, oftentimes the team that wins the first one drops the second. I don't know why, but it seems that's the case more often than not.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the three. And so it's Indiana with it. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. To the paint. Siakam against Mobley. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Potter misses. Cleveland with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, it's been a remarkable comeback story for Lonzo Ball. He became the first player ever to undergo cartilage replacement surgery on his left knee. Now, with a role on a winning team in Cleveland, this is a great situation for a player whose IQ for the game is as good as ever.
A cagey veteran. Okay, thank you, Shams. Here's Garland. The Pacers making the shot. Pass to Mitchell. Fires from deep. And it's Potter with the rebound. On offense, here are the Pacers. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Really good work from the mid-range there. If you give Siakam room to shoot from that area of the floor, he's going to let it go and make most of it.
Now, here's Garland. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well.
Count that one from Mobley.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Here's Nembhard. 20 points for him last game against Orlando. Over to the left wing. There's the triple. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And you know, guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Potter, the pass to Siakam. Pass to Potter. Indiana moving it around. Garland against Nembhard. Here's Murphy. And here is Siakam. Kept alive.
Every team needs hustle players, guys that give you everything at both ends, and that's exactly what Nesmith is to this group.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Well, Aaron Nesmith isn't just a high-effort player, Clark. He also provides a valuable skill set.
He sure does, Kevin. I mean, he's strong, he's athletic, can guard a couple of positions, he rebounds effectively for his size, and he's a sniper from the three-point line. He's an absolute laser. And I think his greatest attribute is his competitiveness as a defender.
Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Sam Merrill comes in for Mitchell. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether two big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Pass to Murphy. And Siakam has it in the corner. Here's Furphy, covered by Hunter. Back to Siakam. Launches it from deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Hunter, bounce pass. Merrill finds Garland. Now here's Mobley. Allen outside. And a deep three from Garland. Can't connect from long distance.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Potter. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Relatively open from mid-range. You like to see that one go down.
To the inside. There's Garland. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I'll tell you, Garland's stronger than he looks.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Neesmith. Nembhard against Garland. Here's Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, I'll tell you what, Siakam going to the rim is like a moth going to the flame. You can't keep them away.
And here's Garland for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Garland's got his second basket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Potter. Siakam outside. They set the pick. Here's Furphy, a three ball. Allen with the rebound. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 5. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
We've got Walker. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then it's Isaiah Jackson. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pacers' 5. Now, here's Mitchell. Back to Merrill. No good on the three. Greg, last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the third most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
And so here's Cleveland. The Pacers making the shot. For three, Mitchell. Rebounded by Jackson.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shepard, the pass to Huff. Here's McConnell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
Shepard with the ball. Covered by Mitchell. And it's Shepard missing. Pass to Hunter. Merrill on the wing. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. McConnell scanning the floor. Now Shepard, covered by Mitchell. And there's Shepard on the assist by McConnell. Shepard's got the game tied up here for the Pacers. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Pistons. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tomlin's checked in, and it's Garland in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Hunter. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chance.
Now Siakam, following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. Shoots a fader. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
They set the pick. Here's Garland with the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Garland's got 7 points. And one thing we love about the NBA, Clark, the different styles that teams play with. So how important is pace?
I think it's critically important, Kevin, because the game is meant to be played at a fast pace. 24-second shot clock, 8 seconds to get the ball across the half-court line. And some teams really step on the gas pedal and try to play extremely fast. Others want to massage the pace. So I like the fact that there are different approaches to pace for the teams in the NBA.
Pass to Siakam. To the middle. Clock is at 3. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. To the left side wing. Now Garland. He has 7. Wade for 3. It's not going to go for him. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Pacers making a switch here. Nembhard's checked in. Free throw good. Siakam. Hard to find a more versatile forward, Clark, in this league than Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, and it's been so much fun to see how far his game has come in his decade plus. I mean, he was part of that Toronto Raptors championship team, an up-and-coming young force then, and now he's really refined his game. He's a go-to player. His hustle and defensive gifts are really what stood out early, and he continues to do that well. He's just a terrific top-line player in the NBA.
Now here's Allen, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Mobley misses. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Furphy. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Detroit.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Nembhard following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Furphy. Back to Nembhard. Over Garland. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
Outside Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Lets it go from deep, and Mobley throws it down.
Sets a great screen, and then Mobley gets perfect position there on the roll.
Nembhard with it. Still scoreless. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Now, here's Garland. shoots over Nemhard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
And get ready.
I think for the Cavaliers, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Pacers trail by 5. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the small forward position. Here's Mitchell after Indiana gets the 3. Mobley outside. And here is Mitchell. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
At the elbow, it's Siakam. Over Mobley. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Siakam. Mobley with the block.
And whenever Mobley is out there on D, you have to be aware of where he is.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Siakam finds Nemhard. Pass to Furphy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Garland against Nemhard. Here's Mobley. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And that one misses.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
Now, here's Nesmith. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Darius Garland, he's a true point guard. He said, I try to get everybody involved. That's how I grew up. My dad always said, play the right way and it'll come back to you. But with this kind of shooting touch, the Cavaliers have asked him to look for his own offense a bit more. Back to you.
Yep, more than capable. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And Cleveland making a change here. Merrill's checked in. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's ready to talk things through with them. And now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Cavaliers 5th.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Furphy. Takes it out to Siakam. Shot clock at 6. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
Boy, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Here's Nembhard. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Shot's good by Furphy.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Merrill with the ball. Neesmith covering. Garland, that's for 2. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Garland's got the lead back up to 10 now for Cleveland. And GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Merrill passes to Garland. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Potter. Now here's Neesmith. He's defended by Merrill. Now Nembhard. Pass to Potter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
One of the things I like about Nembhard is he's always under control and plays with his head up. He sees the floor extremely well.
Some changes for Indiana. Puff's jacked in, and it's Isaiah Jackson in for Pascal Siakam. Merrill passes to Mitchell. Got a piece of it. 1:21 left here in the 3rd quarter. On the wing, Jackson puts up a 3. That shot misses. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Merrill passes to Mitchell. Here's Hunter. Back to Mitchell. Puts one up from 19. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs. Indiana's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Bounce pass Nembhard, Furphy, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd. Down low, Merrill passes to Bryant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Ball's checked in, so he gets them both.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Siakam. He has 7. 11 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Walker. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Cleveland, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. No blow-bys.
Now preaching strong defense there, GA.
I mean, basic fundamentals. He doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on that end.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Siakam, Shepard out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Jarris Walker. And it's Huff into the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. There's a screen to the inside, stolen by Wade. And now the fast break, Mitchell with the ball, and Merrill has it in the corner. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Siakam a screen on ball. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. McConnell kicks to Walker. Pass to Siakam. Over Hunter. Mitchell comes up with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's McConnell after the basket by DeAndre Hunter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leanings, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And Indiana making a change here. Potter's checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Travers is checked in. Now, here's Hunter. Pass the ball. Elbow shot. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Ball.
Oh, nice touch there by Mitchell. Easy to misjudge that mid-range jumper.
McConnell passes to Shepard. To halt the run, back to McConnell. Pass to Potter. Cavaliers with the rebound. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now, Hunter. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And some changes here for the Pacers. Furphy's checked in, and it's Nesmith in for Shepard. Here's Furphy, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Bounce pass from Garland. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Potter, and the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Siakam. There's the pick. 5 to shoot. Out left to the wing. They could use a bucket. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Neesmith very efficient in the catch-and-shoot situation.
Cleveland leading by 21. Porter dishes to Wade. Wade sets the pick for Hunter. Back to Wade. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Potter. Pass to Nembhard. Now Neesmith. Siakam for three. Porter pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Wade, covered by Siakam. Wade finds Ball. Hunter for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
For three.
Hunter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Evan Mobley.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And here are the Pacers now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Siakam looking around. Pass to Nembhard. Nice D from Porter.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Ball, the pass to Wade. And here is Hunter, covered by Siakam. Hunter, no good. Siakam outside. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right.